In this demonstration, I will show you how one IOV identity can be used to authenticate across different applications. For this, we have prepared a bank application and a telecom provider application. We will show how a customer can onboard on the bank side and then wants to try to sign up with the telecom provider. But the telecom provider will reject the application because the customer has not been approved by the bank yet. So we will change our identity, our active identity, to the bank administrator. We will approve the previously signed up customer. And then again, we will try to sign up as a customer on the side of the telecom provider. And we will see that we are able to finally get our phone contract. In order to do so, we need to create a new identity first. To do so, we are using the iov42 browser extension. We simply click create new identity. We call it customer. We say create and activate this identity as our active identity. What we did right now is actually we generated an identity on the iov42 blockchain. We also generated a key pair, private key and public key, in the browser extension, and we linked the public key to the newly generated IOV identity on the blockchain. We will now click on sign up with the iov42 account here on the bank side, and we have to give a first name. Let's call it Mr. Bean as a last name. We have to give an email address, mr@bean.com. We have to give a phone number, 1234. As a day, we select the 10th of October 2000. We have to give a gender, a citizenship, Austria. We have to give a residential address. Let's take Austria, Vienna. Zip code is 1234. We have a street, a house number, an apartment number. We continue. We have to give a passport number. We have to also upload a passport picture and a selfie. After that, we also have to agree to the terms and services of the bank, and we click submit. The pop-up opens now because we need to sign a certain data in order to provide the information that this identity that we are using is really the identity that we want to use. We say we're fine with that. And we can see now that the pop-up opens again with a one-step process where it says we have to perform an action on the blockchain. And this action is called add an identity claim. Previously, we created this identity, it's called customer in our plugin on the iov42 platform. And now we are adding some claim information about this identity. And you can see here, we are actually adding multiple claim information. The first claim holds our phone number. Second claim holds our gender. In the third claim, we just have text that's called trusted by iov42 KYC partner network. This claim will later be used by the bank in order to see if this user is really a valid user in this system of trusted partners. Another claim is the email address, and so on. If we are fine with that data, we click confirm, and now the request is being processed in the background and has been finished successfully. Meaning, we have signed up as a customer with the bank. We have not been approved yet, but the claim information has been attached to our identity. So we go back to the bank website. If we would try now to sign up on the telecom provider website, which we will do now, we have to enter the URL of the telecom provider website in here. So you can see now this is our telecom provider website. And we, as a customer, it's still our active identity in the plugin, want to select the plan. We're going for the advanced plan. And we say we don't want to use an email address and password for our account. We want to sign up with the iov42 account. Meaning we have to sign a certain data again in order to provide the information about us. We click confirm. And you will see now that this fails. Because in the background, it will be checked if our information, our claim information, already has been endorsed by the bank, which has not happened yet. So let's change our application back to the bank. We also change our active identity. We select the bank administrator and log into the system. In order to log in, again, we have to sign a certain data. We click confirm. And you can see now that we are logged in as the bank administrator. A bank administrator sees a list of pending onboarding requests, and the last one is up here. It's Mr. Bean. We view the information here. We can see that this profile status is currently submitted, Again, we can see all of the information that we have given: phone number, email address, residential state, the residential address, passport number, and the documents. If the administrator is fine with all of that information, we click approve. And what is happening now is that the browser plugin opens again. In this step, we have to endorse this identity claim. And it's not just one claim. Again, it's an endorsement for each of these claims. All of the claims that we have seen before will now be endorsed. And we click confirm. We can see here that all of that was successful. We can also see that this user is now in the list of approved users here, meaning we log out as a bank administrator. We change our identity back to the customer identity that we previously generated, and we go to our telephone provider again. Again, we select a plan, we click on the advanced plan, and this time we click again on sign up with the IOV account. We have to sign this data in order to log in. And this time we will see that we will not be rejected, but we are coming to the next step where we have to give our personal information. So we have to enter the exact same data as previously entered into the bank sign up during the bank's process. Our first name was Mr. Bean, first name was Mr., our last name was Bean, our email address is mr@bean.com, the day of our birthday and the month, the year. We have to select the billing address, which is our residential address actually, and street 1 and 2. And we have to also provide some payment details, card number for example, this can be anything, and the expiration date of our credit card and the card holder name, Mr. Bean. This is all the information that we have given before. If we would, for example, now say here it's Mr. Bean and we would add a T at the end and we would submit this data, we would see that it fails because this information does not match the information that is stored on the blockchain. So each of this information has a claim and therefore can be compared individually. Meaning if we would remove the T here, this information of course would be matching and we would be able to sign up. So we click submit. We have to log in again in order to provide our information. And now we can see that we have successfully activated our mobile plan. And this is the way how it works with identities across multiple applications.